I am allergic to eggplant. It's the only thing I'm allergic to, and it's my favourite thing to eat. And I'm cooking with it. For you. This is what I do. Hi guys, my name is Sarah. I'm a chef from Melbourne, Australia, and today I am going to be cooking a lamb rump salad for you. I've got lamb rump. I'm going to be roasting it. It's like a really tender meat. Basically, I'm going to be cooking it with some charred eggplant. We've got some zucchini, shallot pickles, like a soft herb salad with some buckwheat. So yeah, it's going to be delicious, springy. First thing I'm going to do is work on this pickle. To do a quick pickle, you want to use vinegar, salt, sugar. That's like your base of any pickle brine. White wine vinegar is good. I'll go in with the cup. 2-3 teaspoons of salt. This is a tablespoon. That was a very rough measurement. As long as you have like a really nice balance of sweetness, acid and salt, you're gonna get like a delicious flavour out of your vegetables. We're gonna go like 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm gonna start bringing this up to a boil. While it's coming up to heat, I can add some aromats to it. I've got some black peppercorns here, like a half a teaspoon. Coriander seed, a half teaspoon. Bay leaves go well with anything savoury. I would honestly just put 1 in for this small amount. While that's coming up to the heat, we're gonna get our veggies ready. To make sure that your veggies are all cut really thinly and kind of in a uniform size as well, I'm gonna use a mandolin. I trust it more than my own knife skills. So we're gonna go with shallots and we're gonna go with zucchini. We're just gonna add everything to our vegetables just directly from the boil. Otherwise, it's not gonna really help cook out these little guys here. So essentially you just wanna make sure that everything is covered. I'm gonna leave it out at room temp until it comes down. So the next thing we're going to work on is our eggplant. Basically what we're going to do is throw a piece of foil in the oven and put eggplants onto it. I've got 230 degrees Celsius and at that temperature it should take half an hour to 40 minutes. You can ignore that for so long. You want it to burn basically. As soon as they're like soft, you can feel that they're really soft and cooked on the inside. We're just going to take them out and blitz them up in a blender just with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, salt and pepper. I'm probably going to add about 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. My blender is kind of weak. Raging piece of shit. So this is the consistency that you're after. It's got a bit of texture and you can see pieces of skin there. You want there to be nice chunks of smoky skin in there. It just adds a really nice texture. You don't really want to be eating baby food. What we're going to do next is move on to lamb. We're going to cook lamb. This is our lamb rump, beautiful spring lamb. Before we start seasoning it up or getting it ready for the pan, I want to get the pan preheating. We want it to be really hot because we want to get a really nice sear on it before we put it into the oven. I'm going to use vegetable oil and bring that up to a nice heat. And while we're waiting for that to happen, basically we've got our lamb to season. So salt, all sides of it, pepper. This is our sumac, which is a spice, well it's a berry really. It's got a nice sharp kind of citrus tang to it. It goes really nicely with lamb. So we'll hit it with a little bit of that. You want to hear that nice sizzling noise, and you're going to see the whole muscle basically contract as soon as you put it into the pan. So you want to give it about 2 or 3 minutes on each side for a small piece of meat like this, or until it's brown. It really depends on how high your stove can go and, you know, whether you can see that beautiful caramel colour on the meat. I'm going to flip it once and then I'm going to roll it on its sides to make sure that all of these little guys around here get the sear as well. We want maximum flavour. This oven is on at 210 degrees Celsius. I'm going to give it about 13 minutes. So the next thing we're going to work on is cooking up our buckwheat. Buckwheat is a delicious grain. It's got really nice like malty flavours to it. It's really easy to cook. We're just going to rinse this guy off. I'm going to use this jar as my unit of measurement. So basically 1 part buckwheat takes 3 parts of water. And I'm going to start it on a medium heat until it comes up to a boil. Buckwheat is off the heat. We can just sit that off to the side for a while. I'm going to be getting the rest of my salad ready, which is basically a matter of picking down these herbs. I've got flat leaf parsley, I've got coriander. Oh, he looks so tired. I've got tarragon as well. These guys are a bit sleepy today, so we can freshen them up. You could put ice in this to like really zhuzh them up, but I don't want to like bruise them or freeze them too much. So I would put in maybe about 3 or 4 sprigs of tarragon. This tarragon. Got some parsley. I'll probably take about 3 of these guys. We've got our coriander. Amazing. Probably a little bit less of the coriander than I put in of the parsley. So here I've got some of the buckwheat that I've strained off, and it's kind of cooled down a little bit. I don't want this to be too warm. If it's too warm, it's going to cook those buckwheats, and that's going to be no good at all. And here we have our pickles that we were working on earlier. They're looking kind of cooked. These are transparent, which is what we want. It's a good amount for the amount of buckwheat that we've got in there. Try and get all the water off of these guys. Gently spin, you don't want to crush your herbs, they're very delicate. So we're going to make a little salad dressing. This is super simple. I'm using white wine vinegar again. I've got extra virgin olive oil, got a little bit of Dijon mustard, and we'll use some lemon juice as well. So that's about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of the vinegar. Salt and pepper always. I've got olive oil. I'll probably put about 3 tablespoons in here. So I'll just use the juice of half a lemon on this one. We'll just shake this up until it's kind of emulsified. Just before I dress it, the last thing to put into the salad is some fennel, just for something a bit crispy and fresh. That was like a quarter, really, of the whole vegetable. I would probably put in about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of dressing into this salad. Just socialise everything. Yum. Time's up on this guy, and I'm going to check the internal temperature of it. And you can just kind of go by touch. Rare, medium rare. Well, there's a face thing and there's a thing. Medium, well done. Lip is rare, this is like medium rare. It's a thing. So it's always handy to have a meat thermometer. We want to take it to 62 degrees for a medium rare on lamb. If we get up to that point, then we can just take this out now and rest it. I'm pretty happy with this because it's at 61.5 and rising slowly. We are ready to carve our lamb. This guy's been resting for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, which is perfect for this size. So I'm looking for a nice juicy interior. I'm looking for a bit of pinkness, which I can see in here. You need to keep all of those juices in there because that's what's going to give you all the flavour and the tenderness. For our plate, the first thing we want to put down is the eggplant. We're going to take some of the salad. So finally, our lamb. This is it. This is our lamb rump salad. It's beautiful and fresh. We've got eggplant, pickles, soft herbs. I'm going to taste. Oh man, it's like butter. It's going in. It's really fucking good. Can I stop eating now?